Hey guys, what's up? It's ItsSMOGONdevo here, back at it with some more Twilight Cup practice videos. This time we're actually going to be using a few different things here. 3 of them I really did like, 2 of them ended up on my final team, and I absolutely love them, not only in Twilight, but in general Great League now as well. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the set of Twilight practice videos. Alright, let's check out these battles. You get to see 2 of these lovely Pokemon, Clefable and Drapion. I absolutely love Clefable, and Drapion was really fun to use. I think it was Call Me Jake that I first started seeing using this Drapion with Bite, so I immediately jumped on and started trying it myself, and I really did just fall in love with it. I swapped out my Tyranitar for it, actually. I was running a bit of an unconventional set here, with Sludge Bomb rather than Crunch. I looked into a lot of the sims and it looked like most of your wins was using Aqua Tail, even where Crunch would have been a better option. And I really didn't like being farmed by Azu, so I wanted that Sludge Bomb for a surprise. Frostlass comes in and Drapion just wails on it with these bites. I'm okay burning that shield, but I really didn't have to. But now I can use this Drapion to cause some more havoc. And this is exactly the type of situation why I like Sludge Bomb. Nobody expected these Sludge Bomb to come out at this point. I did burn a shield already though, so maybe it's not the best play for me to burn one now. But I do manage to survive, and then I can get to the Sludge Bomb. If it connects, it's going to do a ton of damage to Azu. Ooh, but he does actually think it's coming, and he blocks it. Now I have Venusaur in the back. And Venusaur can take an Ice Beam, which I'm fully aware of. I think I'm aware of it at this point. It was still pretty early for me. At least in my practice battles. Yeah, so I actually decide to let the Ice Beam come through because I know I can take it. Ooh, and he goes for that Alolan Muck. I make somewhat of a risky play and I don't shield, and it was an Acid Spray. See, a lot of people make that mistake. And then I can switch out into Clefable and just wail on this Muck. I've got a shield right now. There's no way around it for me. He does go for an Acid Spray. But I'm very close to this Meteor Mash. So I'm going to unleash it on the Azu. And force that final shield. Oh, he doesn't shield actually. Okay, so these charms are gonna just knock down that Azu. Now I have a Frenzy Plant ready, but he also has an Ice Beam. So we will actually lose that match. Maybe not the best introduction to Clefable and Drapion, but I really do love both of them. This next one coming, you get to see the 3rd Pokemon that I fell in love with, Golbat. So this time we're going to go ahead with that Drapion lead with Golbat and Venusaur in the back. So I lead Drapion. It was a really great lead for me in general, but I lead it into Togekiss, so not the greatest position to be in. I have 2 answers to Togekiss in the back, so I switch out to Golbat. And he doesn't switch out right away, so but I managed to use a Poison Fang into his switched in Golbat, so that was a good switch on his part. The mirror match, I still have Venusaur in the back to deal with Togekiss, so I'm not too worried. There's no way he has Shadow Ball at this point. He let it out way too early, so I don't shield. And I didn't even know he had an Ominous Wind Golbat. I still prefer Shadow Ball. I do have the Ominous Wind, but Shadow Ball is just so much better in my opinion. It gets you some crazy wins and just does so much damage. I can get to 1 more Poison Fang had I undertapped, but it's alright. Now I can bring in Drapion, which pretty much just walls Golbat. I have 2 shields up right now. Not going to burn anything, and then I'll just chip him down. The 1 shield advantage over him, which is great. Not going to shield again, even if it's a Shadow Ball coming in. Right, he has Ominous Wind though, so I'm good there. So, and now I can get to an Aqua Tail almost on the Togekiss coming in. There's no point for me to burn a shield here. Don't even think it'll come to that. And I do get his final shield, so now I'll switch to Venusaur right away. And I can farm down the Kiss a little bit. I'll burn a shield, no problem. Aerial Ace would have done a lot of damage there. He switches out into Alolan Muck, but I have a shield over him. So I'm going to go for this Frenzy Plant. I might be able to get to a second one as well, before he gets to a charge move. Yeah, there you go. It's going to do a ton of damage. Look at me finally hitting all these bubbles. Doesn't quite KO, but that's okay. I'll burn my shield here and be even closer to my Frenzy Plant for the Togekiss or my Sludge Bomb. Goes for the Acid Spray, which is the correct play. And now I'm dangerously close to that Frenzy Plant. I go for the Sludge Bomb, and that should be enough to knock out the Togekiss here. And there you go, we'll take that match. Man, I love Golbat and I love Drapion. Jumping into the next one, you get to see Bat Clef, one of my favorite duos actually. Paired with Azu. I don't quite know how I feel about the Double Fairy. But yeah, I actually do really like Golbat, especially over Venomoth because it can pick up wins on the DPs. If it lands that Shadow Ball, it just does some crazy work to the Dark Poison types, like Alolan Muck over here. So I go for this Shadow Ball actually, knowing this isn't the worst matchup for Golbat. It's just completely reliant on whether or not I land that Shadow Ball, which I do. And I can take a Dark Pulse or a Acid Spray quite easily from the Alolan Muck, so I'm not going to shield here. Goes for an Acid Spray. Too many people do that. So I'll overcharge a bit, and then I go for a Poison Fang trying to draw a shield or just put him in range of being farmed down by a Wing Attack. Get the shield. A ton of energy going in. This time I do feel like it's worth shielding just because I'm going to waste so much energy if I don't. Goes for another Acid Spray, and I already clicked Poison Fang, so it's queued up, unfortunately. But this will be enough to... I didn't even bother doing the minigame because I knew it would be enough to KO. Brings in Azu. I'm just going to chip it down because I know I can bring in either Clef or my own Azu to win the matchup as long as his is weaker. But I'm Acid Sprayed, so I might not be able to get to a second Poison Fang. That's okay. I bring in the Azu Mirror here, knowing that this is a really good matchup for me. No reason to shield, even if it is a play rough, because I can tank a few. So I'm ahead on HP, so this is a pretty good matchup for me. I'm not going to shield this one either, but I will go for my own play rough. He goes for play rough too. That does a crazy amount of damage, and then I should be able to get to one more before him. Ooh, but I actually decide to go for a switch into Clef, knowing I can take a charge move, and then finish it off with charm damage. And my Azu does have a ton of energy in the back. Goes for the Ice Beam. He brings in Venusaur, which is not amazing for me. I shielded, which is a little curious here. I don't quite agree with that. That probably caused me this match. I guess I was trying to force his final shield, but I didn't really realize it at the time, but Charm just charges so slow. If I could have gotten to that Meteor Mash, I might have been able to do this. Instead, I'm greeting him with an Azu, and I have no shield. He doesn't shield though. So race to the charge move. I have it, and I decide not to go for it for some reason. I think it's because he did have a shield, so I was hoping I could just farm him down. But yeah, that one shield on the Togekiss definitely caused me the match there. So jumping into the next one, we're going to go ahead and lead with Toxicroak and keep Muckbat in the back. Muckbat is another duo I like. I actually like to pair both with Clefable. He leads Crobat, which I don't think I scrimmed against before this point. Interesting, so I'll lead the Croak and then I'll switch out into Alolan Muck. Surprised he hasn't switched yet, so it feels like he's trying to go for that Shadow Ball. I'll go for the Dark Pulse because I already have it, and he doesn't shield, which is not great for him. I will shield because I put him at such a disadvantage, and he does go for the Shadow Ball. So that was really great for me, and I should be able to chip him down with Poison Jabs there. I'll go for the Acid Spray, and he brings in his own Alolan Muck. Whether or not he shields or not will let me actually get into his head of it. He doesn't shield the first one, so he's got to think that the next one coming in is a Dark Pulse. It would be crazy for me not to Dark Pulse, right? I undertap it just to make sure I get to it, and I go for another Acid Spray. I'm thinking he'll think that I'm definitely going for a Dark Pulse, yeah. So he does shield this one. He's trying to farm me down with Poison Jabs, which is a little risky, but I think he actually could have done it there. He goes for an Acid Spray, there's no point for me to shield this. And then I can bring in either my Bat or my Croak. He's double debuffed. This is gonna hurt. I'm not going to shield. I can take the Dark Pulse or AS, and it would suck to shield that AS. And he does go for the Acid Spray. Should have Dark Pulse, trying to get some chip off with me. That way, whatever he has in the back might have had a chance to knock out Croak and then try to deal with my Golbat. Oh, he is lagging actually. Looks like I'm lagging a bit now too. This is a decent matchup for Croak. I'm not quite sure what happened there. So I'll go for the Sludge Bomb, which is the play I would have made. I probably just would have went for Sludge Bomb twice, especially given my energy lead. It looks like he's... yeah, there you go. Alright, he's starting to come back. So I'll go for a Mud Bomb now that I know he's in range. And I have Golbat in the back. It's possible Golbat can actually win this matchup if he burns the shield. Yeah. And I get to that Mud Bomb right at the end there. So I will shield. Just because I know I can immediately Mud Bomb right after. And then we should be able to knock out the Azu from here. Yeah, had he went for that Dark Pulse, he might have been able to knock out my Croak and then have something for the Golbat coming in after. So now we're going to try out Skuntank actually, so we'll have Skuntank in the lead with Azu and Golbat in the back. So we lead the Skuntank into Azu, which is perfect. Don't remember what set I was running on the Skuntank. Looks like a Crunch Flamethrower. So he brings in the Alolan Muck, and because I have Flamethrower, it's a little bit of a better matchup for me. I can take whatever he throws out right away. Goes for the Acid Spray. So I'll let that connect. Then I'll just go straight away for a Flamethrower. I'm okay forcing the shield here. He doesn't go for it though. I should be able to get to Crunch before he gets to Dark Pulse. I'm just short there. I am going to shield because I think I can just farm him down without Poison Jabs, and he goes for a second Acid Spray. So I switch to Azu and I get a little bit of energy up. He has the shield advantage, and he brings in Venusaur, so I'm hoping I can at least even it out. I'm feeling good because I have Golbat in the back, and Golbat's pretty much a complete wall to Venusaur. And there you go, I am able to even up our shields. So now I'm definitely just going to let him knock out my Azu. It's done enough. I don't need to keep it alive anymore. It's more of a liability, so it goes down there. And I have a Flamethrower ready on Skuntank, which is great. I have no idea what this glitch is. Do get that shield. And then I just want to farm up a little bit more energy. I can go as long as he goes, pretty much. No, actually, I decided to let Skuntank go down because I have this hard wall in Golbat here. And I have a shield up, so I don't even have to burn it on the Venusaur. I need to switch out into Azu. So, provided you have a substantial energy and shield advantage, it is possible to actually win this Azu matchup. It is really hard to play your way out of, and you have to have, again, a crazy energy lead and a shield advantage, but you'll see me just wail on this Azu with Poison Fangs. I have to shield. This is going to be close. I may end up losing this. If I can get 2 more Poison Fangs, I definitely have it in the bag. I don't think I'll be able to do it. So I get this Poison Fang off again. It's so close, and I'm actually just able to knock out the Azu. Wow, there you go. Golbat can play its way out of that, provided you have that energy and shield lead. That was ridiculous. He was probably just at that Ice Beam too, and then I can use a final Poison Fang in on this Venusaur, knock it out. And situations like that are why I just love Golbat so much. So next match, we lead Alolan Muck with Drapion and Venusaur in the back. The idea behind this kind of 3 is either way you have an answer to Azu, and you leave the thing that's weak to Azu in the back. So if you don't catch it in the lead, and you do have a bad matchup, you can switch it out, and then still be able to keep either of your Azu answers alive, even if you get locked into something bad. He decides to actually switch into his Alolan Muck, into mine, from his Frostlass. Goes for an Acid Spray. Too many people do that. I'll actually go for a Dark Pulse, hoping to chip him immediately. And then I go right away for a Drapion, because I know I can just knock him down and he can't really do anything to me. Not going to shield, Acid Spray or not. Goes for the AS, which is to be expected. And now I have an Aqua Tail ready to go as well. He brings in Azu. So I'm overcharging quite a bit here, and I do decide to go straight away for a Sludge Bomb. Whether or not I get a shield doesn't matter to me, either way I will put myself in an advantage. And he doesn't shield that, and it just does so much damage to Azu. And now I'm Acid Sprayed, and this is a farmable matchup for Azu, so there's no point in keeping my lovely Drapion alive. Instead, I will bring out Venusaur to farm him down as much as I can. He has Frostlass in the back, and he does bring it out, so I switch into my Muck. I know I can get a shield from him. I go for the Acid Spray. This is kind of silly. I should have just went for Dark Pulse. There's no real reason to Acid Spray. Dark Pulse would have just been better, and I don't really think it's going to make a difference for Venusaur to chip him down with Flying Whips anyways. So I shield, and then, I don't know, I guess I thought I could get to one more Dark Pulse. But at the very least, I force him to make a decision in knocking out my Muck, because I can get to Dark Pulse pretty quick. I double shield here, which is interesting. And then I go for a Dark Pulse. What I should have done is I should have let him knock out my Muck. But I guess I just wasn't too familiar with the Frostlass and Venusaur matchup. But I do have a Frenzy Plant ready, and it's enough to knock out the Frostlass. Especially with that Acid Spray that I did for no reason. Alright, there you go. Oh, but he comes in with Azu and it has an Ice Beam ready. I completely forgot about that Azu, but it won't be enough to knock out Vena. And then I can get to another Frenzy Plant here. And knock out this Azu. So we'll go ahead and take that matchup, and that's going to end this set of battles. And that's the end of those battles. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Finally seeing some new picks. Love Clefable, I love Golbat, and I love Drapion. Two of them actually did make the final cut to my team. You guys will get to see which two later on. I don't remember if I told you already. But yeah, if you liked the video, go ahead and drop a like, give me a comment, sub to the channel, follow me on Twitter. Let me know how your Mirror Cups were. I know it's a little bit past the month now, but I'm still curious. Let me know if any of these Pokemon you've seen actually you've been trying out in Cliffhanger. Golbat's something I've recently had my eye on a lot, and I am using another charge user pretty extensively. So yeah, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to sign up for now. Take care for now, guys.